Okay, so you've probably heard about mediation several times since this process started. So let's talk about mediation so you know what to expect, why we do it, and how it works. So, of course, mediation is required in South Carolina for all cases that the litigants are unable to come up with a solution between themselves. Mediation is handled by a certified mediator. It could be a retired judge, could be a lawyer, could be anybody who has been certified as a mediator. Mediations take anywhere from 3 hours to 8 hours. Most of the time they average about 4 hours long, 5 hours long. Most cases do get resolved in mediation. I would estimate about 85 to 90% of cases get resolved in mediation. So mediation is clearly worth it. It's not unusual for clients to tell us that they don't believe there's any chance of this case getting worked out in mediation. That's wrong. I've done tons of mediations that I did not think would get worked out that do. And I've had those that I thought would get worked out and don't. And if your case does not get worked out during mediation, that does not mean that your case won't get worked out prior to trial. Mediators charge anywhere from $200 to $300 an hour. That's split between the parties. So make sure you bring about $400 or $500 to the mediation. Most mediators take credit cards, some don't. So check with us before the mediation so we can tell you what to expect. Mediation may happen in our office, it may happen in the lawyer's office, it may happen in the mediator's office. It really doesn't matter to us. You'll get a phone call from us prior to mediation to talk about it, answer any other questions that you may have or that we may have to make sure that we're preparing properly for your mediation. It is a very informal process. You will be in one room, the other side will be in another room with their lawyer, and the mediator goes back and forth between the two rooms trying to resolve the case. More likely than not, you won't even see the other side, but you will be in separate rooms. The mediator is skilled. They are just not taking offers back and forth. There is a skill to it. There is strategy involved, and we'll use that strategy as well. Remember, during mediation, if you ever want to talk outside the presence of the mediator and just with your lawyer, just let us know, let the mediator know. They will not be offended. They expect that. I will also tell you that during mediations, I typically tell clients don't say anything unless I ask them a question. Because remember, the mediator is hearing everything that's being said, and although everything he or she hears you say is to be kept confidential, that will be in their mind whatever they hear you say. So I want you to stay quiet during mediation until the mediator leaves the room. So any discussions that we have, it will be without the mediator present. We'll then tell the mediator our thoughts, and then the mediator will take his or her or our offer over to the other side. You do not have to dress up for mediation like you do in court. However, present yourself conservatively. Don't wear shorts or flip-flops or anything like that. Dress like you would go to court, but you don't have to wear fancy clothes or a suit or anything like that. Evidence will not be presented. It is not a trial. You will not be sworn in. It is very informal. Mediations are great. I love them. It's probably one of the best things that the court system ever came up with. So we'll talk more about it prior to your mediation date. And if you have any questions before then, just send us a message through the portal and we'll be glad to help you. Thanks.